Huwag niyo akong i-recruit para tirahin si Tulfo. We're not of the same level. Hindi po ako ganyan kasi ang ugali ko. I don't use people, only things. And I know the difference. Huwag na kayong ma-stress, mga besh. Unfollow and block. Tanggalan nyo ng plataforma at tingnan natin kung saan yan pupulutin. Simple as that.
Kakapasok lang na balita, vlogger at sikat na TikToker na si Jam Magno arestado dahil sa matinding ginawa niyang ito. Narito ang buong detalye. Ngunit bago tayo magpatuloy, huwag kalimutang i-like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more updates and for more upcoming videos. Maraming salamat! Inaresto kahapon sa Butuan City nitong December 12, 2023. 11:45 AM ng tanghali, ang controversial na vlogger at sikat na TikToker na si Jessica Ann Mancao Magno, 35 years old, o mas kilala bilang si Jam Magno dahil sa violation of RA 9262 or the Violations Against Women and Children Act. Nag-ugat ang warrant of arrest sa isang post ni Jam Magno na may paglabag sa nasabing batas. Inilabas ang nasabing mandamientong di aresto sa Regional Trial Court, Branch 37, 7th Judicial Region sa Cagayan de Oro City. Pirmado ito mismo ni Presiding Judge Ali Joseph Ryan Loren ang nasabing warrant of arrest. Pero sa Facebook post ni Jam Magno, tila palaban ito na ibinahagi ang kanyang mugshot, kalakip ng kanyang caption na hindi umano siya guilty sa kanyang kinahaharap ngayon na demanda. Dagdag pa, siya pa umano mismo ang sumurrender sa mga kapulisan. I smiled because I am not guilty. Have you ever seen a mugshot that much prettier than mine? Still, dili makatarog. Funny that people say that I was arrested. Correction, I surrendered and posted my 72,000 peso bail and did not ask for a discount. And I was escorted by an entire team of Butuan's best. So kalma mga abog, dili gihapon mo katarog. You should post my Miranda rights video, mas gwapa ko dito. Kalakip ng kanyang tawa. And to be fair ha, thank you for the Butuan City Police Station 4 for the wonderful experience today. I actually love it. And to Barangay Ampayon's new Barangay Captain Kim Akalayan for the fast process of my bail requirements. Dalaygon ang Diyos. Hirit pa niya, prison looks great in Surigao del Sur. Hindi pa natapos ang araw ay agad naman na nakalaya sa presinto si Jam Magno dahil na rin sa mabilisang pagproseso ng kanyang bail requirements.
Political tea mga me without the tea because I just wanted this to be straight out the truth. Okay? Pag-usapan natin ng isang bagay na nakakaririma rin talaga at nakakabagabag talaga ng aking pag-iisip matagal-tagal na. Itong issue talaga na sinasabi ng mga tao na ang paninira kay Ma'am Sara ay gawa-gawa ni House Speaker Martin Romualdez. Let me just start by saying that I am not going to defend House Speaker Martin Romualdez because I do not work for him. However, sa nakikita nyo naman sa mga posts ko, I do work with him in support of this government. Not in an office, but as the fact that I look at the things that he is doing my due diligence in researching what his office has been doing, what the Congress has been doing, what the Senate has been doing, what the President and the Vice President has been doing. Okay. Nung una ng issue na tinawag ni Ma'am Sara si House Speaker Martin Romualdez na tambaloslos, I said nothing. But instead, na-activate ang aking pagkamarites to really find out if there was merit in that fight. But hindi ko naman kasi lugar ang mandikta na bakit hindi na lang niya tawagan si House Speaker Martin Romualdez at i-confront dire-diretso. Kasi hindi ko naman kilala si House Speaker Martin Romualdez noon. What I did is, I really found a way to meet him. I really wanted to see, feel, and hear, diba? Kung may tambalos-los ba talaga sa kanya. Sadly, if there was really an attack on Ma'am Sara from his office, it would be a surprise because, number one, the people in his office are the same people that helped Ma'am Sara during the elections. I would know because in a few rallies, I was there. Except for the one na nasiraan ng sapatos si House Speaker Martin Romualdez. Yun yung rally nila sa Batangas. Ganun po ang pagtulong ni House Speaker Martin Romualdez kay PBBM at kay Ma'am Sara. Na mismo si Ma'am Sara nga, di ba, may sarili siyang speech speaking about House Speaker Martin Romualdez. Kaya sana, yung personal na away nila, hindi nyo na sinasawsawan. Hindi naman kayo mga lumpia, di ba? But yun nga, kayo yan, magkaiba tayo. But that's beside the point. Di ba sinasabi nyo na ang pag-question ng confidential funds ay gawa-gawa ng mga tao para sirain si Ma'am Sara? And it was really a very, very bad live this morning na sinasabi nila na yun nga ang nangyayari. Kailan po naging paninira ang pag-question about sa confidential funds given that right po ng mga tao malaman ito? Lalo na kung pera naman po ng bayan ang pinag-uusapan. Ang hindi ko lang kasi gusto is that, number one, you paint out Speaker Martin as the same person na isi-set up si Ma'am Sara, but he is the one, along with the President, along with Congressman Sandro Marcos, who released this budget to Ma'am Sara. So don't you think that they are setting up themselves in the process? Or is this chismis and speculation just because hindi siya sumagot nung time na tinawag siya supposedly ni Ma'am Sara na tambaloslos? Bakit? Bawal na po maging gentleman? Because he is not like that. He's a statesman. Just like the president, no matter how much you insult him. Hindi po ba natin kaya na, we'll share the good and the bad about the government? Na walang halong keme-keme. Tapos ngayon, next to that, you're gonna say na kakonsyaba ni House Speaker Martin Romualdez, si Franz Castro, at si Raul Manuel sa paninira kay Ma'am Sara just because they just couldn't let it go about the confidential funds. Trust me, I don't like the Makabayan Bloc. You know that much. You know na hindi ko talaga sila kaya. But let me tell you a story kung saan nga talaga nagkakonsyaba ang Makabayan Bloc at si House Speaker Martin Romualdez, and I was there. Let me take you back to a few months ago nung nasarado yung second na pinakamalaking asokarera sa Pilipinas na nasa Batangas. 12,000 katao po ang nawalan ng pamumuhay. That's 12,000 families, okay, in Batangas. So nagsarado ang asokarera, nawalan sila ng pangkabuhayan, and the farmers lost everything. And by some stroke of miracle, Franz Castro, instead of hitting the government, went to House Speaker Martin Romualdez and asked him for help. Tiyaw mo na, pwede palang ganon? Pwede naman palang humingi ng maayos na hindi bumibira? Trust me, muntik ako ma-heart attack nung narinig ko. So I wanted to also see if that was true. And totoo nga. So I was there in Balayan, Batangas when Franz Castro, Raul Manuel, and the rest of their ilk of the Makabayan Bloc sat with me. Because I was there, House Speaker Martin Romualdez to my left, and the rest of the Balayan, Batangas with Congressman Eric Buhian, and with his beautiful wife was there in the table, and with the people of the government representing the government kasi nagdala sila lahat ng tulong. Hindi ko manguya yung napakasarap na lechon skin ng Balayan, Batangas nung time na yon. Kasi hindi ko talaga masikmura tong dalawang to eh. Pero alam mo, for House Speaker Martin Romualdez, I chewed and I swallowed. Why? Because I realized that this was what unity was all about. Kaya hindi ko talaga maintindihan that just because they took a photo, na nag-uusap-usap sila after the hearing, that you automatically think that, sige na, sirain natin si Ma'am Sara, i-question nyo talaga yung confidential fund. Pag may ginagawa si House Speaker, mali siya. Pag wala siyang ginagawa, mali pa rin siya. Oo. First of all, House Speaker Martin Romualdez is the House Speaker, if not the only House Speaker in the history of the Philippines, I believe, that has passed under his supervision and leadership almost all of the priority legislations of a sitting president in less than 2 years. It's siguro hindi enough na pareho silang Ferdinand ha, and they happen to be cousins and they happen to be close. Pero guys naman, that's trabaho, isn't it? And then at the same time, you also would like to insert that it is that same person that maninira kay Ma'am Sara, but the same person na tinulungan siya ng election. Have you been watching too much zarzuelas, telenovelas, and teleseries? Are you serious? Nanilin lang na kasi kayo ng mga tao, Mi. Hindi na maganda. Hindi na maganda. Don't you think I would be the first person to react if Ma'am Sara needs defending? Well, she doesn't. She never did and she never will. But hindi ako nagsalita because at the end of the day, she can answer very well all of the allegations being thrown at her because she's a Duterte. Political Teflon. And anything you throw at her, it'll slide off. But what I don't like is just because nananahimik si House Speaker Martin Romualdez, and just because, they're close ni PBBM, that you automatically think he wants to be president. Really? Really, that's what you come up with. And yet, hindi nyo na iniisip na if ever may mga ganyan, don't you think that you are too early in the game? At ngayon na close si Ma'am Sarah at si Ma'am Amy, they could be a tandem. So, let's focus on that, di ba? So, bakit? Hindi ko kasi, guys, gusto ko kasing maintindihan eh. Kasi nabibiktima ako ng ganyan. Alam mo yung init na init kayo sa isang tao na walang ginagawa sa inyo. So, kaya ako, hindi naman underdog si House Speaker Martin Romualdez. Nung na-meet ko naman siya, para talaga siya malaking teddy bear yung, oh, hi, I'm Martin. Ganon. Guys, I can smell plastic. I've met a lot of you political plastics in the Philippines. And honestly, I have asked around. Kaya I want to know, honestly, if galing talaga kay House Speaker Martin Romualdez, ang mga paninira kay Ma'am Sarah, can you uncover them? Names, posts, proof that galing talaga sa kanya. Hindi yung mga photos na pinost lang ni Teddy Casino and you took out of context. That's unfair. You can hate Martin Romualdez. Go ahead. That's your personal preference. Just like I hate a few people in government too, that I'm very open about. But, I don't lie about them. So, siguro naman, di ba, if you have some integrity in the content that you make, do that. Don't lie, slander, and just make issues out of thin air. Di ba? Because akala ko ba political expert? Ako, I don't call myself a political expert, but I do tell the truth. Because that's what the Filipino people deserve. And if you really want to know House Speaker Martin Romualdez, I suggest you listen to people who actually met him. Not people who judge him from afar, who know nothing about him, but would do everything to besmirch his name. That doesn't look very good now, does it? Ingat!